Oh hey, well, come on in. Okay, so in my kitchen, we have a bunch of plants in here, but majority of them are propagations. So starting with my kitchen table, I have aglaonemas, orchids, cuttings of ficus, but the biggest statement piece in here would be my Hoya plant hanging from the ceiling. Almost touching the ground, almost touching the ceiling, huge plant. Along the windowsill, I have a bunch of little glass jars with propagations, peperomia cuttings, and on the windowsill I have my baby peperomias as well. I have a bunch of cuttings again in jars. I have pothos, philodendron, schifleras, the good stuff. Next, we are going to enter the most sacred place of my apartment, the bathroom. In my bathroom, we have this curtain of pothos coming out of this crusty cabinet. Next, we have my mounted ferns. They're in the shower because I was watering them. Yes, I shower with my plants. Privileged plants they are. I have my pothos and phalaenopsis in here. I have peperomia, begonia, peperomia, fittonia, triscantia, and flush. So let's move on. Next, my bedroom. Come on in. First one is my Alba variegata. Second, Ficus elastica. We have the Calathea orbifolia, and we have a philodendron salome. I have a huge ZZ plant, Sansevieria yucca, philodendron, Audrey ficus, variegated monsters over here. However, I'm not gonna let you see it because they aren't doing well, and y'all are gonna think I'm a fraud. So, moving on. Next wall we have my Sansevierias. My Sansevierias here vary in all varieties. I have my bird nest, I have the thing and the other thing, and then this one. Y'all are gonna think I'm a fraud. This wall, I have an Adansonii, I have philodendron mecans, and I have a rope Hoya here, doing very well. And then the crate shelf, which you've seen before. And if you haven't seen it, why the heck haven't you seen my other videos? Though I do want to show you a cool plant. This is a cutting. This is a philodendron bipenifolium. This is the living room, and this is where most of my plants reside. Breakdown. This wall, we have another great shelf, pothos, 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 and pothos. Up here we have pothos, 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 monstera, philodendrons. Here we have a test tube rack with a bunch of cuttings. We have bromeliads, and then back here we have my kaffir lime tree, and here is a hot mess. So these plants all are on galvanized trays. Bought them at Walmart. I put pebbles on them, and then I fill it up with water. It creates this humid environment that's localized around each plant. I have really cool plants right here. I'm not gonna go into depth about them. On the second bench, I have these boards coming out of it. They're shingle vines that are growing on these wood boards, which is why they're here. Also, I have elasticas here, variegated and burgundy. I have a bunch of ivies, a bunch of succulents, and as you can see behind me here, this big Ficus lyrata, doing terrible right now. I actually acquired this as a rescue plant, and I am trying to bring it back to life. So the reason why it looks bad, not because of me, because of someone else. I'm really good at taking care of plants, trust me. Fraud. In this tub, I have a few goldfish. I utilize their wastewater to water all of my plants. Basically a free way of getting fertilizer in your water. This side doesn't get as much light, and so by being a good plant parent, like I am, I utilize artificial lights. And this is supplemental light to all my calatheas down here, and also more cuttings, crotons, variegated Ficus elasticas. I have Aurelia, Angel begonias. I have variegated alocasias, Ficus altissima. I love ficuses. Oh, and also my huge monstera plant, doing well. this eyesore of a plant, hibiscus plant for my students. I'm keeping it because my students gave me it. I love it. And last but not least, I have my fiddly ficus, super moody. And then last I have my Cebu blue pothos. This plant is one of my favorites. I've cut back a lot on this plant because it keeps growing all over the floors, but I didn't get to it at one point and it started growing on my cement block and now it's attached and growing, so it looks kind of natural. That's why I'm going for the natural aesthetics in this household.
Let me know what you'd like to see in the next video. Thank you so much for the support. As always, love you all and take care. See you next time.